What's going on, guys? So, just thought I'd jump on here really quick, make a quick little video. Just wanted to kind of go over something that kind of happened recently with me trying to meet one of the, somebody else in the hobby, make a quick little trade. And I kind of wanted to just share a little bit about, one, to share the story, but two, to kind of give my feedback to people on, maybe how to go about doing things a little bit differently. I get it, right? If you're a guy like me who's, born 89, early 90s, and you were a part of the initial wave, of Pokemon, but now you're one of these guys like me, you're a growing middle-aged man who loves a children's game, okay? We're out here, we're having fun with it for the purpose of our past passion, whatever. And we're grown-ass men, so we're out here trying to make a fucking buck. Like, we're trying to make $1 from this shit so that we can justify our enjoyment of it. So we're not just a fucking grown man-child. We're out here trying to be like, okay, yeah, I'm enjoying a fucking child's game, but I also just made like 10x on my money while I enjoyed a child's game. What the fuck are you doing? Just hating your life, doing something you hate to make extra money? Like, I'm actually doing something I really enjoy, and I'm making extra money doing it. So go fuck yourself, right? So anyway, so we're all out here. We're trying to make a buck. We're trying to enjoy the hobby. Be nice to each other. Don't be a fucking dick, okay? Trade fairly. I get it. We're all trying to get a little extra. We're all trying to be up on our money just a little bit on the buy. I get it. I'm the same. Right? Like, if I go into a shop, I'm always going to look TCG player. If I see that they got the card a couple dollars over TCG, I'm going to try to haggle with them. And I'm going to go into card shops in a totally different video. Right now, we're going to stick with just meeting somebody off of, like, Marketplace or OfferUp. And you're meeting another guy or girl in the hobby for something they got. They want something you got. Okay? Be nice. I posted a PSA 10 Leafeon V-Star from Crown Zenith, okay? I bought the card good, right? The guy who was selling them was selling a lot of slabs he had just gotten back. I was getting a good deal. I'm at a red light. Don't fucking trip out on me, okay? Got the card at a good deal. It is worth probably 110 when I bought it for 90. It is fair, though, because that's what the guy wanted. I didn't ask him to take 90. He offered 90. I got the card for 90. Boom, I was happy. He was happy. That was a good deal. Those are the opportunities I look for, right? Those are the ones I look for, where somebody has like a bulk amount of something, they're willing to let go, and they're not so keen on getting max dollar for every little thing that they're selling, right? So I got the card good. So I'm trading. Now, so I bought this card specifically because I already own it in a PSA 10, and I wanted it to be able to trade it. Okay? Sorry, just parking. So I got the card. I posted it up. Okay, so I found the guy. We're going to trade. I got my card. I got the ETB that he has that I want to trade for. I posted the card up for trade. He posted it up saying, hey, I got some sealed product. You like anything I got? I said, yes, I want that ETB. Let's make a trade. The problem is his ETB is selling for regularly about $15 under what my slab is selling for, but it's gray in the market. It's always gray because there's going to be some that are going to be, you're going to have some sales a little less, some sales a little more. So realistically, there's this gray window. But when you're looking at what the regular numbers are, oh god, sorry, I'm about to go into a card shop. I just watched like a crowd of people walk in, and it's a small card shop. I'm like, fuck. Anyway, it's all good. We'll just sit here and make this video a couple minutes longer, and then hopefully they'll leave. Actually, I don't care. They can stay. They're there first. They're welcome. But I'm just saying, like, I'm getting hot in this video. Anyway, so basically, the guy's being kind of a stickler, right? He's like, yeah, you know, I'll do the trade, but like I'd like to be at this or that or blah blah blah. And I was like thinking. Basically, he's not wanting to pay extra, right? And at the end of the day, here's the thing: like I posted my thing up for trade and said, "Hey, would like to trade this slab. Don't really care if I do, but I'm down to trade it." Most often, when people post their trades, they're gonna say, "We'll take trades 70 to 90%. That's what most people are going to post to say. They're going to take the trades in at 70 to 90%, which means that you've got to sacrifice 10 to 30% of the value of whatever you're going to bring to trade in order to make the deal happen. I was being nice with this guy. I actually want the ETB that he was trading more than, and I got the slab, like I said, at a value so that I could trade towards it and come up a little bit, right? But I didn't rip off the guy I bought my slab from. We made the fair trade. I'm doing this the way I'm explaining this because there's a way to do it and accomplish what you want without being a douche to the next guy. If there's resistance, if that guy knows what his shit's worth and that's what he wants it for, just walk away. Just walk away, because what's going to happen is you guys are both going to bump heads into each other. Somebody's going to get frustrated, and then it's going to be a bad deal either way. Even if you make the deal, it ended up not being what you wanted it to be. Like, you're frustrated. It doesn't feel good. I like to feel good after my deals. I don't want to fucking feel like I ripped somebody else off, and I don't want to fucking feel like somebody else ripped me off. That's just not happening. So here's the thing, right? So here we go. We make the deal. He goes, all right, I'll give you the ETB. I want your slab, and I'll give you an extra $5. So I'm like, okay, my slab's probably worth an extra 15, 20 bucks, 10 at least. So then here I go. I'm like, listen, we're going to make a fair deal regardless. I'm not losing, right? I'm not losing. I'm the trader. You came to me. I'm not losing, okay? So I go, okay, I'll do your deal. I'll go down $5. I'll lose, but you have to pick up. I'm going to give you my address. You're going to come all the way to me. Wherever the fuck you are, I don't give a fuck. You're coming to me if you want the deal. He says, okay. I say, is tonight good? He says, yes. Ignores me. Never messages me back. I'm like, fine, whatever. I try to make deals happen. If they don't, I don't get too emotionally invested unless it's something crazy that happens where you're like, oh my God, something epic at a great deal, you know, and everybody's trying to like message the guy first and they're all like, please let me come right now. Hold it for me. You know, whatever. And anyway, the guy doesn't message me back. I just move on. 2 days later, and I'm like done. I'm like, fuck this guy. He's kind of like annoying anyway. He's already trying to, you know, kind of Jew me down. I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna just keep my fucking card. I don't care. I'm gonna wait for somebody else that's like actually willing to make a fair deal. That's not gonna just try to like beat me. Like, anyway. So he messages me back like 3 days later, and he's like, hey, you still down to do the deal? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, man. He's like, yeah, can we meet tonight? And I was like, he said, meet. I know he's just trying to play games now. I know what he's gonna do. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, man. I was like, did you want to meet and do the $10 like we talked about, or did you still want to, or are you just gonna come to me and do the plus $5? This fucking guy has the nerve to be like, oh, that's a little farther than I want to go. Will you meet me here and still do the $5? And I said, I was like, it's just a couple more miles, man. I'm like, you know, I'd like to just meet where I said. And he's like, oh, I know. And then he tries coming back at me and being like, yeah, see, it's just a couple more miles. Can't you just come and meet me? And I was like, yeah, but you're nickel and diming me over $5. Like, we're doing a deal that's over $100 in value, and you're nickel and diming me over $5. $5 that should be going my way. I'm literally giving you the win over $5. All you had to do was drive like 4 more miles. He literally fucking sent me a fucking thing with an exit that's like right up the road, like literally 5 fucking miles. Like, I was just annoyed that he didn't just fucking pick, because I picked a good little spot right off the freeway, and he just picks fucking a spot like 5 miles back. Dude, if you play those games, I literally will just pull the deal. Like, I'm not trying to be bothered. Like, I'm just like, oh, I guess you just don't want to really do the deal. Like, I'm not gonna even annoy myself. And honestly, I don't even want to do the deal. Like, if you make yourself somebody that's kind of nice, but you're still trying to push to get a deal, but you're nice, I may still do the deal. You know what I mean? Depending on how bad I want it to go through, because of maybe how I want to move that money somewhere else, right? I may still want to do it if you're nice. But when you're just like a fucking dick, and you're like, oh, I want it this way, I want it that way, just do this, like, and you're just constantly trying to get over, and you know you're dealing with somebody else in the hobby that also knows what they're doing, they're the same age as you. Guys, let's take care of each other, man. Let's not do that shit. I already have found, like I said, I'm gonna get into the game store, card shop one here soon. Like, I'm gonna go into that. But man, it's made it to where like you can't even deal well with most shops. Like, they don't want to fucking deal with us at all. They're done with Pokemon people. You walk into a Magic shop, they're gonna have a case filled with Pokemon, and they're gonna treat you like you're in a gun shop. They don't want to fucking talk to you. You ask a question, they're gonna fucking look at you sideways like, if you can't look that answer up on your own, I'm not even gonna tell it to you. They're not playing anymore. They just don't. They're just not nice. They're just not nice. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm like looking at somebody like, because he's parked next to me like a fucking weirdo. And I hate when people park like that in a handicapped spot. It's kind of crazy. Anyway. Oh yeah, oh, of course, because he's a meth head. He's going inside to sell his cards, and he's literally, sorry, I got distracted because the guy's parked, like, here's the parking lot spot. He's parked like this. This part is the freaking hash marks for the fucking handicap, like, roll-up spot. And here's the handicap spot. He's parked like this, like, literally blocking both. But he's not handicapped and just got out of the car looking like a fucking tweaker with a fucking box full of cards. Gonna go in here and try to sell his cards for some fucking meth money. God, I hate fucking people like that. Anyway, I'm hot today. I guess you can tell I decided to kind of go through this video. But anyway, lo and behold, as soon as the guy did that, I basically was just like, okay, done. Done, deal's over. I'm not interested. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I'm good, not interested. Good luck, goodbye. That's it. And the guy was like, what? You know, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. And that's it. You know what I mean? But that's what I recommend. You know, one, be nice to each other. Don't be a fucking dick. We don't need to do that. Like, we're all out here trying to win. We're all out here trying to come up a little bit. If we can do it in a way where we both benefit, let's do that. But don't just try to nail everybody down to making it go your way, to making it be that you get the better deal out of every interaction. That's just not cool. I'm fucking doxing myself right now. It's kind of funny. My sunglasses are going to show everywhere where I'm at. I'm literally about to go into a trading card store, which I kind of want to continue to develop like a little bit of a relationship and kind of get something going, because I like the guys. I like the way they do their business. I like the way they're willing to haggle a little bit. And they seem welcoming to everybody, and they sell a little bit of everything, which I like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, I appreciate you guys for checking into the channel. Hopefully, I kind of went on a super long rant. I was going to make this a little bit of a shorter video, but I kind of got on and kept going. So anyway, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Come check me out again. Peace out. Love y'all.